Hello, Bookworms. Welcome to the Weekend Readers Book Club. Thank you for joining us. And this episode we are discussing the 2023 Goodreads Book of the Year for the fiction category, Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kuang. So this book here, as I said, it was voted by the people as the best fiction book for 2023 in the Goodreads in the year awards ceremony, so it's got some hype to live up to. This book here is about June or Jupiter. She's a writer. Her friend, not her best friend, but maybe her best friend, her only friend maybe, Athena dies, and she's a writer too. June is there when she dies, and she steals Athena's last work. Does a little bit of touchy up here and there, and then all of a sudden, June releases Athena's unreleased book under her own name, and thus begins the story of Yellowface, where June or Jupiter is trying to display everybody, claiming that this work is not hers and it is Athena's. And this is the story of Yellowface, just June trying to cover her tracks. And you see how far June will go to make everybody believe that she was the rightful writer and owner of the novel that she put out that was Athena's last work. So, Bookworms, I've just completed Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kuang, and these are my thoughts on the book. Now, I don't want to say that the people are wrong, but the people are wrong. Yellowface, I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the concept. I was expecting to be blown away because it was voted the number one fiction book for 2023 on Goodreads. I was left feeling like I enjoyed the story. I was just like, I don't see the hype with it. I don't get it. Like, the story was interesting, but it wasn't like absolutely batshit crazy awesome. It was just, yeah, okay. I don't get the hype behind this book, and I think that spoiled me a little bit because I was expecting one thing. My expectations were way too high in relation to what I thought the book was going to do to me, i.e. blew me away because it was the Goodreads, Book of the Year for fiction, but unfortunately it didn't. Overall, as I said, I enjoyed the plot, I enjoyed the story. The ending was quite unique to a degree, but about 3/4 of the way into the book, and as you head into the last quarter, you're sort of thinking, well, the ending, how the ending comes about, you're like, oh, I can sort of see that coming. But overall, yeah, it was a great book to read, but I just don't understand the hype around it. I'm sorry. And I mean, I don't want to come here bagging a book because the book's good. And I haven't written a book, so I can't really sit here and bag a book. But I'm just saying that, like, for me, for my taste, I didn't see the hype with it. The character, there's only one real character, really, and that's June. Athena, she died. So she's brought up constantly through the story because that's who they're comparing her to June or Jupiter to. You meet a couple of Jupiter's friends, if that's what you want to call them, a couple of family members, but nothing major in relation to playing off the story. It is mainly told from, the whole story is told from Jupiter's point of view. So it was a weird one where I came away enjoying it. I just wanted more, but that was only because my expectation was set so high with the award and accolade this book got. So the question will be, will Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kuang be going onto my bookshelf? No, it won't. As I said, I enjoyed it. If you think a lighthearted story in relation to somebody stealing a book, publishing it, being a plagiarizer, I guess that's what you want to call it, and their story to try and keep that plagiarism under wraps so nobody finds out, might be an okay book for you. But overall, I didn't see the hype with it. But, I mean, each to their own at the end of the day, right? Each to their own. But Yellowface, you have not made my bookshelf. So Bookworms, as it customs here on the Weekend Readers Book Club, as one book closes, another book has to open, and it is now time to find out what the next read for the Weekend Readers Book Club is. And Bookworms, we can confirm that the next read is, we're going back to a repeat author, Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Finally got my hands on this. Thank you to my book guy Brian. He hooked me up with a copy. Gonna give it a whirl, see how it goes. I liked Malibu Rising. After I Do was a bit, this is going to be my third venture into Taylor Jenkins Reid. But Daisy Jones and the Six, Taylor Jenkins Reid, you are the next read for the Weekend Readers Book Club. So Bookworms, that was my discussion in relation to Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kuang, a book, I enjoyed it. It held my attention, made me smile, made me laugh, made me, try and figure out the plot summary while I was reading it, guess the ending. Like, it was enjoyable. It just didn't live up to the hype with me, and I don't want to say I don't see what the fuss is about in relation to the book. I was expecting a lot more. It under-delivered. It's an enjoyable story. So again, as I said, if it's in your wheelhouse, give it a whirl. It's not a bad story. I just don't see how it's number one fiction book for 2023. I just don't get it. But yeah, that's just me. That's how the people voted. So that's it for this episode's Bookworms. I want to say thank you for joining us. And as always, Bookworms, until next time, happy reading.